Keromith, the city of silver, trade, and tyranny. A place of political intrigue and heroic deeds. A place that would become the powdered keg of the Great War of Disjoining. It would see the Antic Empire brought to its knees. When the heroes of Northbridge arrived and agreed to serve the Cryarch, its ruler, they entered a political arena of twisting machinations of the power-hungry and maniacal individuals whom fought for its supremacy. And in its center, the Cryarch William Lester Louvel II. It was here that they would feel the corruption that had taken heart inside him. And the sting of his betrayal. The crown of madness pulled from the Feldrop mines by our brave heroes possessed the unnatural ability to destroy the psyche of those around it, and especially of those who decided to wear it, driving them insane. The Cryarch ordered they recover this crown and destroy it, and if they could not, to bring it so that he may bury it within the bowels of his manor containing its evil, until a way could be found to rid the world of its malevolence. Contained it was. Seeking to contain the crown and regain full control of his Cryarchy, the Cryarch employed the heroes to take on his political rival Kasifa Holemi, the ruthless and well-respected leader of the Merchant Guild, who wanted the Cryarch to step down so that she may declare Keromith as its own kingdom. Step by step, the heroes helped the Cryarch, until eventually it appeared he would succumb to the madness seeping into the very foundations of Keromith. Desperate for aid, the Cryarch's son, Alston, sent the adventurers to a local scholar, Radas the Mad, to find a way to destroy the crown, but Radas revealed that if he destroyed the crown, it may kill the Cryarch. Upon learning of this possible fate, with the destruction of the crown, he would not take the risk until he knew his son would be safe on the throne after him, should he fall. The Cryarch formulated a plan to use the heroes as an iron gauntlet that would see all his enemies cast down and order restored to his city. They would be the heroes that would make his rule safe so that the crown could finally be destroyed. But the Cryarch was not the only political supreme within the city who had gathered warriors and mages to help him. As he pressed his iron will on the city, there were those watching for weakness. Kasifa Holemi, the bitch queen of the Merchant Guild, had hired the Bloodhounds, an elite mercenary group dedicated to glory and coin with an unmatched reputation in satisfying their contractors. The Cryarch formulated a plan to turn these against Kasifa, believing he could sway the leader to his side. A brave, but dangerous plan. The heroes struck first and attacked one of Kasifa's closest allies, Vito Spatafo, the new leader of House Umbra, since the heroes had slain the last. In the process, they managed to corner two of the Bloodhounds, Gerhardt and Felix, and slay them, casting their bodies into the sewers. First blood went to the Cryarch and his heroes. However, the darkness still loomed ahead. Kasifa, ever the schemer, used a captured comrade of the heroes, Butsnick the Bard, to lure the players into a trap like no other. Lured deep into the abandoned mines of Keromith, the heroes found themselves in a temple of Yelfen, the goddess of suffering and agony. Lured into a pocket realm trap within the expanding waste, Here the heroes did battle with the creature known as the Master of Cruelties, one of Yelfen's most sadistic servants, and although many nearly perished, the heroes came out triumphant with the aid of the High Parisei of Artella, a high cleric of peace and a father figure to Bruntinus, but only one could hold the realm open as it collapsed in on the brave heroes. Naru Feride, in a last-ditch attempt to save her friends, took the staff, clearing the way for them to escape. Her sacrifice one of bravery and compassion for those she had come to know as her friends. But alas, the heroes had been through too much turmoil, and even though Cassifa's deadly trap had failed to kill the party, it managed to kill their spirit. Brandon Bloodhound, the leader of the Bloodhounds, arrived at the temple shortly after Naru's death, asking them to return the amulets of Gerhardt and Felix and for the location of their bodies, so he may bury them with honor. Bruntinus would not allow Brandon to leave, knowing he could not turn away a chance to strike down Cassifa's greatest weapon, regardless of honor. This action by Bruntinus proved to be the undoing of the heroes, as Marilla and Bruntinus tried to kill Brandon, while Drez, Hakaron, and Pym desperately tried to stop them. Marilla struck the killing blow on the fleeing Brandon, and the party all at once sundered. Bruntinus dragged Brandon's body before the Bloodhounds in a suicidal gesture as the Bloodhounds attacked and killed him, dying an Oathbreaker. The High Parisei, whom had loved Bruntinus like a son, passing soon after to the realm of Memento. He would not find Bruntinus waiting for him here. With his death, the party turned on one another, unable to deal with what had happened, only to draw the ire of the Cryarch whom they served. The Cryarch, furious with his subjects for not only turning on each other, but for killing Brandon Bloodhound, an integral part of his plan to defeat Cassifa Holemi. He banished the heroes to Fort Paisa, an impenetrable island prison for fallen heroes and villains of exceptional power. The heroes felt betrayed, but powerless to stop the mad Cryarch, whom they now realized never intended to allow them to live after they were done serving him. Anger and rage filled them, and confusion, especially for Pym, whom had only met the party that day. The wrong place at the wrong time. Marilla would never see the inside of Fort Paisa. As a longtime hunter, Curtis Zeinman took her from the Black Ark carrying the heroes and brought her home to her brother Maurice von Mortier, whom locked her in a tower where she could no longer harm the family name. 182 days passed as each hero endured their internment, finding no hope remained for them. And yet, although they had made enemies, they had also made friends whom would never forget them and would not allow them to suffer this cruel fate. As although they had brought much ruin, they had also brought much hope. After 3 weeks of bitter civil war, the Cryarch having lost his heroes, and Casifa having lost her bloodhounds, they both reached a conclusion that none would win. And so, in a surprise gesture, they joined together. Not just as political allies, but as husband and wife, as the darkness inside the Cryarch reached new heights, even wearing the crown of madness at his wedding. War erupted across the Andic Empire as Keramit declared itself free as its own kingdom. Felhest soon followed suit, and Andhast's old enemy Maveria joined in too. In a triple alliance to see the Empire brought to its knees, the Sejet Empire in the south attacked, its arch-rival Andhast invading deep into the southern peninsula. The Empire seemed on the brink of utter destruction, but yet, hope remained.